we are back in our tutorial city, which I'm going to continue expanding a little bit. I will try to build some farming industry on this side, and of course get some more people into our city, because we do need quite a lot of workers, especially if we want to have people working in our farming industry. So I am going to run the game on the second speed and quickly see what we still need to do. We left off last time by putting down this firehouse to have some better coverage, and the plan is now to extend our arterial down this way, and of course also continue expanding our grid a little bit, which I'm going to start doing. So we will follow along this direction towards the highway over there. Here I feel like we have now the opportunity to continuing the grid without a break along this highway. Not highway, but collector road, I think you would call it. So let's do that to get some more people in, and also we have some space to put down some more commercial. So I am going to put down some water pipes for our people living in our city. I think that should be fine. If it's not, we can still always put down more services and utilities. We will zone generously some housing, and I am going to paint down a district like this, and I think these people living here, they're going to live in self-sufficient buildings, and also the people here are going to want to work. So we are going to put down the schools out policy, so those people will go right into our workforce. We're going to continue zoning some commercial, and because we made so many junctions, we want to turn off all those traffic lights like this, and we will see how we can connect our two grids like this. I think that's fine. It's a little bit crooked, but can we accept it? I think we can't. So let's do it like this, and we have a nice zonable area inside here, although I do want to make sure, yes, that here we can continue our grid like we used to. So let's quickly delete this road, make, we have a little bit of the terrain that's a little bit not so even, but I think we just work around it. So I think I'm going to actually have, we ran out of money, so probably I should run the game a little bit and let those people build up some houses. Let's put down some parks, and maybe also one here. And yes, everything else should be fine. So we do need more industry or offices, although we cannot build offices yet. We would want to put down an industry. Problem is, it will cost us some money. So I'm definitely going to take a new loan. So we have 20,000 and now we just wait a little bit for some more money to build up. What I can already do is paint our industry district, which is going to be in this farming area here. So as long as we don't have a road, it's just going to be this round area, and as soon as we have roads surrounding it, of course we want to surround it with residential. So then we can make it look a little bit more proper. Traffic flowing very nicely at 94 or 95%. So in the meantime, just so people don't get annoyed, we're going to provide a little bit more industry. Water is doing fine, garbage is doing fine, electricity doing pretty good. So healthcare, we do not have at the moment any elder care or child healthcare. So actually, as soon as we have our industry area, here's a nice spot that has a lot of reach into our community to provide some elder care and child care. So what we're going to do to save some money is actually continue this road like this, and then go into the direction we want, and then I think we try to curve over smoothly like this, and then when our industry area here develops, we can upgrade this slowly. So we're going to go into our farming district like this, and this will actually be a big industry road like this, and then we use the small industry roads. How far does our district reach? We do want to have a little bit of space so we can put down the main farming building on this side on a small dirt road, because that always gives a nice visual like this, and we can start developing our farming area. So let's quickly pause because we are going to need some water. So we are going to come out of here and transfer the power over to the water rather to our farming area, and we will also need some power, which we can grab from this park and deliver to our farming area. Then we have fertile land here, so I'm going to come out of here, and we're going to how to do this. Actually let's do it like this, because I also want to consider that I want to have some industrial buildings like the flour mill and so on inside this area. So let's do it like this for the moment and see how this will develop. We can work in full capacity here, so let's put down 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we are also going to put down some animal pastures, and they can go right across the street. We are going to quickly see, let's run the game and provide water before we do want to maybe grow some corn. Like this. And we do want also to have some animals. I'm going to put just one storage for the moment, leave some space to put some more afterwards. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just have one animal pasture at the moment. So the terrain is a bit slopey here, but I think it should be fine. And we need some electricity over by the fields. So let's do it like this. And if we have people who want to work over here, we're going to provide access by a walking path like this. So they do actually not have to drive, but they can just walk over if they so desire. So yeah, we run the game faster now, because next step is to actually upgrade the fast road here, which actually we can already afford. Didn't want to do that, so let's downgrade again like this. There's a lot of people coming from the highway because they want to deliver stuff into our area, as long as we don't have it ourselves, which is fine. So that means we're losing money at the moment because we're importing some goods, but later on, as soon as we can harvest the first time, we should not be importing anymore. So someone doesn't have water here. That's not good. And there might be some issue actually over there. So next, I'm actually thinking how we will continue to develop, but at the moment we just wait a little while to make some money, because I do want to provide some elder care. We actually have enough money to provide child care, so let's do that first, like here. That's looking very nice. Also, people seem to love it because a lot of houses are upgrading, which is always good. We do have quite a big demand for commercial, so why not try making a small, not area, but a small district here. And we do want to have the organic and local produce, because now we are a farming town after all, so why not develop some commerce where we can sell this kind of stuff. Also, it's next to the school, which is nice, so the school kids can have a healthy lunch, which of course I appreciate. Speaking of which, yes, everything is doing perfectly fine at the moment, so let's see how we can develop. I think I do want some more animals, and maybe also another storage facility. Do we already have factory? I don't think so. So we are just waiting for our stuff to develop, and we do want obviously to put down some flour mills soon, which I am going to put down a little bit away from first our housing area, but also secondly put away from our fields, because we don't want them to get polluted. Now we do have a lot of residential demand. For the time being, I think this area here can start developing. Secondly, I am going to put down the elder care, like here. And we are going to provide some paths here through these areas here. Because these blocks are smaller, they do not get a path like this. But of course they should also, for example, these guys here, they can go shopping on the other side. So we're already preparing for that. Now here, let's snake around the park. And here, probably those guys should get a path through the middle, so let's give them a path like this. Sorry for everyone who just moved in. That was unfortunate, but it's for the best for everyone. So money is doing fine, I think. We're just waiting for the farm area to have enough workers and produce some resources, but we're already working at a profit, which is great. So the next thing I want to look into is public transport. We do not have any public transport in our city at the moment, which of course is not ideal, to say it nicely. Although we have a good walking path network, which I can even squeeze behind as we upgrade. So let's quickly pause to see what we can do new. Let's quickly finish these pathways. I really want it to go. Is this reach? Let's see. And then I think the rest can just be housing, because we still need a lot of people moving in, like this. Someone can live here as well. Yes, we did upgrade to busy town, so we do get new roads with the bicycle lane. So if I get bored, I can upgrade all the roads to bicycle roads. And we also have the geothermal power plant, which I like very much. So I am going to, next time we need electricity, set up an area where we can get geothermal power. So we do get a lot of new things for us, I think, at the moment. Oh, we also got some money. So let's, actually, I'm always a big fan of not being in debt. So let's pay off the loans and save up our own money to not be in debt. Second thing I wanted to do, I was doing someone taking care of this fire. Yes, thank you very much. Is to set up a public transport system. So garbage, we will put down the last recycling center of this area here. And then we will see where we can put down our bus depot. So my plan is, because our electricity will not be coal anymore, I will see if I can squeeze a bus depot here. Thank you very much. We can't put it here, actually. We could also put it here. Or we could put it on this road. Actually, that would look kind of neat, I think. So I will put it here as soon as we have money. Our industry area did upgrade, so that's one thing I want to immediately look at. Our water also looks a little bit not so good, so first things first. There's always so many things happening at the same time. Sewage, and we do need a third water tower here for the time being. We will, of course, install a pumping station in the future. So let's see how we can set this up. We do want flour, which then we will want to also use for other processing buildings, for example, like the bakery. So I'm thinking that we do want a one-way road going here, and we also want a bridge going over our road like this, which then will feed back over here. So with that, we can produce some flour here and then set up some factories on the other side. I've never tried this to do it like this, but why not? So we do have, we do want 2 flour mills. We can put here as soon as we make some money. Oh, we actually need to make a lot of money, so just wait a little bit. We probably did create a junction here, so turn those off. Let's see on the other sides. Traffic flow, on the other hand, still very good. That's the big upside of having this big arterial that doesn't really have any connections but different districts. So I highly recommend doing this. So yeah, let's build, or let's wait for our money to come in so we can. Then we do need a lot more people though. So how about we decide that our farming area will not expand any further than this, so we can continue a small grid, which now I'm going to start using the bicycle lanes. How's noise? Not too bad, great. Actually, I can come up quite close to this side. And can we? No, we can, of course not. So let's take this road as our grid and continue building some housing. Our water pipes are a mess. Let's actually take care of that as well, because we do like it a little bit nice to look at also underground. So let's fill in some housing zones like this and let them build up. We will provide, can we make a nice connection over here? So if we build a park like this, this connects, so they should be able actually to walk through the park to work. So no one is doing it at the moment, but doesn't really matter. So let's put down our first factory like this. And I think we do even have enough money to put down a second flour mill, which we are going to put down on the other side of the road. And we can also, and that's also nice, put down some farmers. Quickly check the electricity before I end my sentence, sorry. These workers' barracks here. And if you do it like this, you can actually snug them neatly. I did get a little bit sidetracked because I did want to set up some public transport, but yeah. it happens. So money should be coming in. I do notice that we will run into electricity problems shortly, so I am temporarily going to raise our electricity production like this, because I do not want to build another coal power plant, so I am going to just increase our electricity production like this. We do also need more commercial now, because we have this space here. I actually think if we delete this path, we have a nice little area here that could also be like a farmer's market. So let's paint a zone here that then will become selling the local organic food and produce, and let's zone a generous amount of this commercial so we can make a nice farmer's market. And then I can squeeze a small path, which will look horrible. Let's try that again, like this, which then connects up. Let's put down some trees to hide the ugliness, like this, and that should be now developing nicely into a small little farmer's market. And then, as soon as, how much money do we need for our geothermal power plant? I think it's 65,000, yes. So we do need to save up $65,000, simoleons, whatever, to build a nice new power station. Now, looking at our area here, I'm thinking that here's a mountain, so let's assume near this mountain there's going to be some geothermal activity. So let's extend the road like this, and actually we're going to go straight for a little bit longer and then start curving towards the oil, because, spoiler alert, probably we will want to produce some oil in the future as well. And then we do want to set up a nice little area to produce some geothermal power. We already saved up enough. So how long is this building? Because I do want to maybe build like this. Did it mess up the terrain? No, perfect. So we do want to, I always like to decorate this a little bit. So I like to do it like this, you know, and make a small, like maybe power transfer station like this, which then will send out one power line to the city, which we can do like this for the moment. Then, of course, we need to lower the electricity budget again, because now that should be enough. And we do also want a nice fence. Is this? No, that's not the one. I think it's the oil one that, yes, will give this nice feel of that this is a secure area, so we're going to start fencing this in as soon as we build more of those power stations. Like this. Nice little area, nothing too crazy, but still enough. Now, do we? No. Education, elementary, high school. So next up, we need more education facilities, which we will provide. How is the distribution? Elementary, we have there and there. High school, we have one. So elementary, I think here would be a perfect spot for another elementary school. And high school is 24,000. We should probably, we could actually set down here. I still haven't set up a public transport area, I know, but there was stuff that we have to take care of first. So, what's your props? Not enough workers, yes. So let's see how we can use the space. So I think here would actually be a good opportunity for another park. So let's plan for that. Because we will put a park, we will like try to like it doesn't have to be any particular shape. Now also I'm thinking that maybe it's time to build a brand new residential area on this side of the map. We have a lot of empty space and we haven't built anything there. Or we can actually also expand into here, which I think would be a good idea. I will use the 4-lane road with bicycle lanes. The other one we will upgrade later. And because here we actually are a little bit limited by the highway anyways, so maybe we do actually want a second big road that later on we can kind of continue like a loop like this. So in between that, we do want to set up a nice housing area, which I will quickly think about how I want to do it. Do we just want a simple grid? I think we will do exactly that, because if I could also, you know, do it nicely, that would be great. And oh, we ran out of money. So let's run the game while I plan ahead, so we can already see. So let's do 920 and then 920. Why is it doing this to me? And then 920. And then a whole, I didn't count anything. And this is 1,000, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So then later on we can just have a nice grid pattern here. And because we're so desperate for residential, I'm just gonna zone a whole bunch. And because we want to do something later, we will make a whole district of something here. And let's see if we have any interesting policies we can use. Don't have high-tech housing yet. So I think, yeah, we're just gonna keep it simple at the moment and connect this up, continue our grid and develop a big housing area. Now I do want to have a park somewhere, and also electricity would probably be a good idea. So let's see, we do need some commercial, which we can put alongside here, which then should also grab some power. We probably will quickly run into some problems with electricity. As soon as this connects though, it should be fine. So we do want to finish the grid. Now we have a steady stream of money, which is great. And we do also want to plan for a park. Now, we could break the grid in the middle, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. So inside here, we're going to have a nice central park inside my grid. So I'm going to draw in a park area and provide the citizens of Brook Park with a cozy city park. So we're, because it's also very small, going to put down one main gate and 3 side gates like this. And I think we're going to try doing something in the middle, which I imagine to look like this. That we have 2 plazas like this, and then, oh, look at that measurement, so lucky. So we're going to box, not like this, box it in, and we're just gonna have 4 plazas in the middle like this. Planning ahead a little bit, I think like this should be good. Yes, perfect. Yes, very nice. Just this needs to move over a little bit for my roads, or rather path, to come down like this. And we can connect up this one too. Not as good as I thought. This should be good. Luckily now we have money to play around a little bit. And then we need the usual stuff. We do want a cafe. Maybe, do we want a cafe? No, let's not do a cafe. Let's do toilet next to the park entrance and info booth next to the park entrance. And then the rest we will decorate with the other stuff we will unlock at some point, I hope. So let's just run the game, fence it in. Square parks or rectangular parks are always nice. because it's very easy to put down the fencing, because it will snap to the gates, especially if you have a gate around on or every side of your park. And as I was saying, all of this, we did unlock the gazebos, which I would like to put down. So let's put down 2 gazebos here, and then make a nice repeated pattern like this. Yes, and then if we could, red gazebo, brown gazebo, however you want to call this color. There's like, that's a good looking park. I'm very happy with this, and should have plenty of entertainment. Yes. So how is the rest of our city doing? I think we should probably provide some services in this area as well. Also, we should probably start providing some mail. So let's have 1 post office on this side, and then can we squeeze a post office? Yes. Oh, we do want to build another park there, I just remember, but that's okay. Just for them to upgrade, and I swear I'm going to put down the public transport eventually, but at the moment I'm so immersed into building this new neighborhood that I'm kind of sidetracked. But so we do want a fire station in this area as well. Probably we can have another service area like this. So we do want to go along the highway here, and then we can have like firehouse here, and maybe house. We have 6 citizens, so we don't really need that. So, but firehouse is good. We're definitely also going to need a small. Oh yeah. Let's do that, and going to put 1 elementary school here, and because we've already broken the grid, let's continue doing that, and build a nice elementary school campus here. And why not using the community school and give them a nice basketball court where they can play some basketball. So that should be fine. House water. Of course, we don't have water for our community school. There we go. And then now, final mission of this part of the expansion of this tutorial city. We could actually call it that. Should be providing some public transport. So let's save up some money. We do have a lot of residential demand again. So while we wait, zoning is free. So let's zone some housing zones. I would like to have them live in high-tech housing here, but because it's so square and looks very planned, but we can do that on another day. Let's just get rid of all those traffic lights like this. Actually, how's our farming area doing? We do need more workers here, but else flour mill is going great, bakery is going great, so not to worry. I will put down some more. Oh, that messed up my zoning here, but it's fine. How's traffic? We're still at 95%, which is great. Our electricity is doing very, very well. Water, not so much. But I do want to replace this stuff anyway, so let's stick to the mission. And finally, for the last mission of today, provide this some public transport. So I'm going to make them spawn on this road. So I have to go around because I do not want anything on this road. Let's put up the power and let's give them some bus routes. Now, I do like to have like a good work connection. So I'm thinking that probably we can do, for the moment, one loop here and then one loop like this, and then there's like an interchange somewhere around here, maybe around the park. So let's start, go every other block, then let's directly go into the industrial area, provide some stops there, and then stop on the main road and come back here. And now we could mirror the whole thing as well, so the same stops but the other way, just that if you want to go buy groceries, you don't have to go through the industrial district first. So that will be the first route, and the second route will go through, or will start, must start on this side of the road, go here, go around our stop here at our shopping district, and then where do we want the interchange happening? Actually, let's go here and they can walk through the park, and then provide some stops along the way and then mirror those stops. Of course, we do want some other connections or some better thought out connections later, but for the moment that's what we can do. And then we will have a red line and blue line going counterclockwise and clockwise. And then we can watch many buses spawn here. We can also hear the houses upgrade, because they do like to have some public transport near them. Of course, it's going to cause our traffic flow to drop for a moment, but of course it will recover as soon as the buses have taken or are spaced out a little bit. So we have already many people waiting, which is great. I just wonder if our interchange idea will work. So let's just wait here and see if there's any movement through the park, maybe to go, if a bus arrives here. There's people getting in. Here's the first bus from the other side. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted. So they will also then, yes, that's actually very nice. So yeah, we do have public transport in this tutorial city. So that's going to be the second part of this explanation, how I would start a city. As you can see, it's still the traffic flow will slowly climb up again because now our buses are actually spread out. There is a little bit of, no, actually it's fine. It's just couple spots, but we're up again over 90%, which is great. So yeah, as we hit the next milestone, I think that's a perfect moment to stop and let me know what you think in the comments. And I will be happy also to continue the city and show you how I would continue building up this city. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day and see you soon.